Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and today we are doing a review of the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. I was super excited when I seen this, and I seen it on Sephora, but it wouldn't let me order it. It said every shade was out of stock, so I knew it just hadn't released yet. So I actually found that they were doing samples, so that's how I got this little puppy early. So if you guys are interested in knowing if I like this new foundation or not, then let's get into it. Okay, so let me read you all some of the claims. It says, what is it? A highly concentrated liquid foundation designed to deliver instant full coverage with just half a pump, no primer needed. So full coverage, natural finish, liquid foundation. It says for all skin types. We'll see. And it comes in 32 shades. It is $56 for 0.84 fluid ounces. It's kind of making me think of the Jouer high coverage foundation. I think that's what it's called. So I don't know, we're gonna see how it goes. I have this in the shade beige, and it's not the shade that I would have chosen for myself, but I got this early. It is what it is. I would have went with Golden Natural that says medium with an olive undertone. This one is medium with a warm undertone, but it's a little bitty sample here, and it says Vanish Hourglass Liquid Foundation, and it's so cute. It has a little spatula in it. So on this side I'm going to use a brush, and I'm going to start out with a really small amount, and on the other side I'm going to use a dry sponge. So we're going to see what this does. Hopefully that's not too much. It said you didn't need a primer. Holy cow, they were not lying when they said a warm undertone. Like, this is very warm. I know everyone loves the stick foundation. I actually wasn't the biggest fan of it because it didn't cover my redness. It wasn't nearly full coverage like I need it to be. And you can see this isn't covering my redness right off the bat either. So that's a little disappointing. I'm going to go in with a sponge on the other side. Like I said, it is dry. I just prefer a dry sponge right now because if it's wet, it takes away a lot of the coverage. So I'm going to go in with a bit more on this side. So this is our sponge side, and it's going the distance, that's for sure. And this is the sponge side. I actually like the sponge better, so I am going to build it up over here, kind of where I need it most. And then we'll go ahead and stick it everywhere else. And I mean, with this being as concentrated as they say it is, I really wouldn't have thought that I would have had to have built it up much, because I still used a really good bit. The finish, I mean, like, it definitely sets quickly. That's one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I don't think it's flat matte like you can see, but I really hydrated my skin. I didn't use a primer, but I have on my normal moisturizers and oils, so that could be that. But this is definitely not a flat matte finish like most super full coverage foundations are. But I can still see my redness peeking through in places. And I mean, when something claims to be highly pigmented, you only need a very little bit. I kind of just want it to be boom coverage. So I don't know. So this is what we are looking like. Like, you can still see a lot of my redness. So, like, you can still see like freckles and broken capillaries through here. I had such high hopes for this. Like, I believe this comes out around the 25th. I'm not exactly sure. Like, I seen it on Sephora and I instantly went to order it, but it wasn't available yet. So, I don't know, you guys. I don't really know how I'm feeling about it. I am going to build it up just a tad bit more. Like, when something says it's, you know, crazy full coverage, it's kind of what I am expecting it to be. Okay, the nose is not looking good. It has broken up. Let me scoot in here. So it's broken up all right here. I hope you guys can see that. But it's like, it doesn't look good. I'm gonna add a little bit more to my nose. It does not look good on my nose at all. Like, at all. So I'm definitely gonna put some concealer on my nose. Like I said, I'm gonna go off camera, throw some concealer on, and go ahead and finish up the rest of the face, and then we'll be back. It's still a little bit tacky. It has not completely set. So hopefully it sets, because I do not want to add powder on top of a full coverage foundation. That's normally not my goal. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is what we're looking like with a full face on. I did really minimal makeup today, honestly. Like, there wasn't much to it. With this foundation, it's been several hours because I'm doing 2 other reviews, tutorials while I'm doing this one. And I can already tell you that I wouldn't pay $56 for this foundation. I had to build it up too much for it to cover my redness, for it to be actually my definition of full coverage. I don't think it looks the best. It doesn't set all the way down. Like, it is still tacky, and it's been several hours. So I have to say that I don't recommend this foundation. Just the claims on it really throw me off. It's supposed to be so high coverage and so pigmented, but for me it wasn't. I had to put 3 layers on for it to cover my redness, where I can use the Hard Candy Glamouflage, and it's like $7. Or I can use the Dermablend Creator Drops, and those are all full coverage to me. This is not. You can get it there, but you're gonna have to build it if you have rosacea like I do. So, in my opinion, I don't think this is worth the hefty price tag. And the shade is just, even when I'm darker, like in the spring and summer, it's really orangey, really warm, to say the least. Which, I mean, it's supposed to be warm toned. It's not my exact color match, but I don't think it's worth that much money. It's not anything special or great. I would have to set this because it would transfer, and it feels a bit heavy on the skin. But like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of the stick like everyone else was. So maybe it's just me. I don't know. But if you guys want to pick this up and try it, absolutely. Let me know how you guys like it. But as for me, I'm not the biggest fan. It's really the price tag as well. I can't see paying, with tax, pretty well $60 for this foundation. It's just nothing amazing to me. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll let you guys know in the description box how long this wears and if it breaks down, anything like that. But I just wanted to go ahead because I know my opinion on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.